Hi everybody, I'm Fodio Kabir Kwantagora. Welcome to today's session on Microsoft Word. Today we're going to be talking about references, okay? I'm going to show you how to use the references in Microsoft Word. Now let's go into it. Let's open our Microsoft Word. Now from here, to use the references tab here, we need to generate some random words so that you see how it works and how to use the references. Okay, so we're going to be using two tabs here. We're going to be using the home tab and also the references here. Okay, so now let me just write this code to generate our random words. Okay, let me zoom this closer. Okay, we have rand. Let's generate a random words of say 10 paragraphs, and each of those paragraphs should have at least, let's just say 7 lines. Okay, now let's hit enter. Okay, we have our random words. Let me just zoom out so you see it very well. Okay, we have our random words of about 2 pages. If you want to know the total number of pages, just look at the bottom left. We have page 2 of 2, so we have the total number of 2 pages, right? So now I'm just going to go ahead and show you how to use the references here. To do that, we're going to generate a table of contents here, and the table of contents we automatically update each time. Okay, we add a heading to it. So now what I'm going to do next is just to give my page a title. Let me just call this contents. Okay, we have this as a content, as you can see. Okay, so I'm just going to go ahead and bold this, make it bolder and a bit larger. Okay, now from here I'm just going to go ahead and add for each of the paragraph a chapter. Okay, let's just call this one chapter 1. Okay, let's call it chapter 1. Okay, and let's call the next paragraph chapter 2. Let's call it chapter 2, and we have the last, which is chapter 10. Okay, so I'll just bold these two and increase it. Do the same here, make it bolder. Okay, 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 we're almost there. Okay, so I'll just reduce this to 2F. Okay, we are good to go. We have all our chapter sets. Okay, 1 to 10, chapter 1 to 10. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to create a table of content for this automatically using the references tab. Okay, so all I want is I want my table of content to be on the first page. Okay, on the first page. So I'm just going to create a one line here where we're going to paste our table of content. So to do that, I'm going to make all of the chapters become a heading, so that Microsoft Word recognizes them as a heading and automatically use that to generate the table of content for us. I'm just going to go ahead and start with chapter 1. I'll just select it like this and click on heading 1. Under the home tab, click on heading 1. As you can see, this is our first heading, second heading, third heading, and the fourth one. I'm just going to go ahead and do the same for all of them. Okay, 8, 9 and 10. Okay, now we have all the heading being set. Okay, so now to see how the content actually works, I'm going to generate the table of contents automatically. For I'll just place my cursor here Then I'll go to the references tab here. Now under the ribbon, you go to table of contents here, then you click on the table of content tab. When you click on it, you're going to have some drop down lists, so just use any of these options, but I'm going to go ahead and use the first option. Okay, I'm going to use automatic table 1. So by clicking on it, it automatically generates this content for you. As you can see, we have all of our content here being what generated. Okay, we have all our content being generated. I'm just going to go ahead and take this out, as Microsoft has already given me a heading, okay, for the content. So we have it here, chapter 1, 2, 3. All of these are being generated automatically. Okay, so I'm just going to shift this down and just make that be my on my first page. Okay, so we have all our content here, and as you can see, the pages are being numbered automatically. So when you look at it, you see chapter 6 is on page number 2. Okay, so when you go to page number 2, you actually know where you get your chapter 6. Okay, on page 2. So now let's add a subheading so that you see how the table of content is usually updates our text for us, our headings automatically. So what I'm going to do next is I'm going to create a subheading for all of our, or for some of our chapters here. Then you see how it goes. So I'm just going to select the first 2 words here and make them a subheading. Then I'll ask the table of content to help me generate this, update the table for me automatically. So I'll just select these 2 words, then I'll go back to home and click on, this time around I'm not going to use heading 1, I'm going to use heading 2. They actually does the same thing. The difference is that the heading 1 is a bit larger than heading 2. Okay, as you can see, the fonts are different. It's just that the heading 1 is a bit the font size is bigger, and the heading 2 is smaller. So I'm going, since we're working on subheading, let me just go with heading 2. Okay, now repeat the same thing for chapter 2, the 2 words like this, chapter 4. Okay, like this, we have them checked in. Okay, I'm using heading 2 for the subheading. Okay, but both the heading 1 and heading 2 does the same thing. Okay, so I've added a subheading for my document. So what I'm going to do now is just to go to the table of contents. When I click anywhere around the table of content, you see this tiny feature that actually displays at the top. It says update table. Now just click on the update table, then you select update entire table. Now you notice just below each of these chapters, you notice that the subheading will be added automatically to our table of contents. Now I haven't selected the update entire table, just click on OK. Now you see the table of content has been what updated automatically, and the pages have been what increased. Now as you can see, we have chapter 10 on page number 4 now. So if you want to verify this, just go to page number 4, and you notice that our chapter 10 is now on what page number 10. And this does Microsoft Word does this automatically. So if you're having a large articles that you needed to just update the contents, you don't need to go back just to check the page numbering, then come back to a table of content and edit it. No, if you're using this feature, it does this for you automatically. Just go to your text, do any of your modification, then come right back to the table of content, click on it, click on the update table, select update entire table, and click on OK, and you notice the content will be what updated for you automatically. No stress, and very easy. And if you understand this, it's going to help you a lot if you're writing projects in schools and any other thing. So that's it for today. Thank you very much. Bye for now.